Not today. I'm about to watch The Biggest Threat to Society. It kind of looks like those videos where they have someone sitting in front of a yellow wall. Well, one part of this looks like a guy just sitting in front of a yellow wall explaining his lyrics. But as I scrub through, that doesn't look like what it's about at all. So it looks like it could be a good video, and I'm excited. So let's get into it.
Too far when he was told his Little Caesars pizza was not hot and ready, pulling an AK-47.
He's a monster. He's not a human being. He's a monster.
Drug addict, a psychopath,
killer.
and I hate it so much.
This escalated very far. I don't even remember what the first part of this video was about. Somebody mad about a Little Caesars pizza?
Easy.
They said wanted, dead or alive.
Overnight, growing national unrest.
Boy, what the going on in Miami, bro?
They need to stop him.
Who is this man? Why is my nose
I've talked
itching?
about childhood books in the past video of mine, where I went over, what do you think? And during the making of that video, I purposely left out a book. A book that I also read during my childhood, specifically 3rd grade.
Yo.
And this book could...
What was some of your favorite childhood books growing up? I'm gonna tell you mine off rip. I was really into Junie B. Jones. Junie B. Jones was my bitch. And I really liked the Berenstain Bears, but apparently, thanks to the Mandela effect, it's Berenstain Bears, which is ridiculous, if you ask me.
Confused me back then, because the kids' books I read were very simple and sweet picture books that would either have a message...
Okay, if we're talking about that far back, I really liked Princess and the Pea, and that's all I can remember.
or show how good and friendly we can be to each other. But only in their universe. That can't exist in ours. And unlike any of those, this book didn't display any of that. Instead, it showed something else. Someone sinister. A person that doesn't kneel to any rules. That book was No David. The main character, David, was a force to be reckoned with. In fact, there is no reckoning. He's an unmovable object, the villain of villains, the evilest evil. Imagine Homelander. There you go. And you might be asking me, my guy, he looks 6. How is he that bad? And 2 questions like that is why I hate people who judge books by its cover. Okay, maybe you can judge that book, but David is a monster!
Yo,
well,
he looks like
not
Caillou.
really because he's a kid, but it's about what he will become in the future. And if you don't remember or know the war crimes this kid committed, I'ma show you. I've read all 8 books of this series, and I will show you all the highlights of him being a clown or a jackass, and I will convince you that he is Baby Joke.
Come on, bro. How bad can this little kid really be? He looks precious. He has a little triangle nose that's so cute. You could just like pinch it and pretend like it's gone. Like, you know what you do to kids where you be like, got your nose, and then you take it and they think you really got their nose and they start crying. You be like, haha, sorry, I don't really have your nose. It's right here. And then you put it back and they go, ha ha ha. Or I don't know where I was going with that. I read a lot of books like Give a Mouse a Cookie. What? I've never heard of Give a Mouse a Cookie. I don't know. Oh, have you read Three Blind Mice? Three Blind Mice. I thought there was a song with it, but I don't think so. Never mind, let's keep moving.
But let's not be biased. Let me show you the highlights of him being good first, so you can form your own opinion. So, here you go. Oh wait, there are none! I'm gonna begin with the OG No David. And he's already starting off his legacy with killing goldfish. Man, they're the snack that smiles back. Why would you kill them? No, like David.
Goldfish.
You see, this story is being seen in his mom's perspective, and it's always her saying, no, David, but just letting him do it. He's reaching for the cookie jar, and you ain't doing nothing. Smack him out the chair. Then he tracked doo-doo in the house, so he has to take a bath. This is the dirtiest bathwater I've ever seen. Then he goes running out butt-ass naked in the street. Like I said, he don't care. He don't care about no rules, no laws. He doesn't care about public indecency. That's just another law he can break. Then he continues to do more nefarious activities. But the worst one was definitely him breaking the vase with a baseball bat. This man...
Okay, I've never broken something with a bat per se, but I remember my mom, she got a cup from her sister. It was like this, I don't know, this fancy cup, like the kind that you hold like this, like one of these, you know what I'm saying, where you put it in between these fingers and you hold it like this. She had it sitting up on the table, and I forget what happened. I think I bumped into it and it broke. And that's one time I remember I got a whooping, and it was so bad. I remember crying for a hot minute. it was not fun.
Is doing bad in practice in his own home. Deliberately. Look at his face. Look at what he's looking at. He knows what he's doing. And of course, he breaks the vase and gets a timeout. Like, that's gonna do anything. Then his doormat of a mom sees him with a little sad face and is like, "Oh, David, come here." Takes him out of timeout and then says, "I love you, David." The end. What? That's it? That's all you're gonna do? He wasn't even punished. She really believed those crocodile tears. He's faking it. He ain't sad because he broke the vase. He's sad that he got caught and got in trouble. He ain't sorry.
I mean, like, when you're a kid and you're that little and you know you're getting in trouble, sure, if you have parents that are good with communication, because I know some parents probably just hit the kid and expect them to figure out, like, that's why I hit you. Like, they don't talk to them. And I think that's where some parents go wrong. Because I have friends who are like, I'm never going to hit my kid because I was hit a lot growing up and I felt like it was just abuse because they didn't explain to me, My mom, she explained, like, she legit, like, with every swing, she was like, don't you ever do blah again. Like, I was cognizant. I knew why I was getting beat. I knew what was going on. But I can honestly say that every time I would do something wrong and I knew a beating was coming and I would get scared or worried, I was always worried because I knew I would get punished. I can't say the feeling of, like, guilt for doing the thing was what upset me the most, or even close to what the beating, like, me knowing I was getting a beating was like 1,000 times more upsetting. I think all my fear was just stashed there and I just couldn't focus on feeling bad about what I did. A lot of books like Give a Mouse Cookie. I have it. Was okay. Caught up on the chat, just make sure.
This dude intentionally broke the vase with murder on his mind. And what the mom does is shrugs it off and hugs him. Man, beat his ass! That's the only way his evil behind's gonna learn. But you rewarded him with your love and affection after he broke your great-grandma's vase and her ashes were in there too? It's crazy, man. I know when David is in high school, he gonna be treating his mom like those memes of when you visit your white friend's house. Then the felon continues. In the next book, David gets in trouble. Does he now? Big shock!
It's about damn time.
We start the book off with this page. I didn't mean to. You're riding a skateboard in your house. What you think was gonna happen? Plus you got that big smile on your face. You meant it. It was an accident. But this stuff.
That was pretty good. He pulled a soul Illuminati. He was like, you meant it. I remember the time I destroyed my grandmother's sofa and I blamed him. He took the whooping for me. How'd you destroy your sofa? I think that takes like next level skill to destroy an entire sofa.
You got that big smile on your face. You meant it. It was an accident. But this is the first 2 pages and I'm already calling the police on him. I couldn't deal with this kid. This man belongs in juvie. He ain't normal. And then you have this dude walking to school in his undies. This boy just wants problems. And all the kids are laughing because he's the class clown. David, just be glad you're in elementary school. Because in elementary, everybody will be laughing with you for wearing your undies to school. While in high school, if you did that, everybody's gonna make fun of you and bully you for being a clown. Which you deserve! Then we go to class, and he's already starting something. My dog ate my homework. And the side kid's laughing like... But the girl ain't having none of David's jokes. She giving him the side eye like... This nigga lying. No dog ate his homework. But the thing is, David wasn't lying. Because if you look out the window, the dog is there eating his homework.
You broke the legs? Okay, that's wild. Yeah. If you broke the leg, was it all of them at once? Because then it's like leveled out and maybe people won't notice. But if it was just like one leg and the couch is like at an angle, ooh, that's not good.
Unbelievable. That's probably the first time he ever told the truth in his life. So you know what David does as revenge to the dog eating his homework? Well, a few pages later, this nigga gone eating the dog food in front of the dog. What a menace. Even the worst villain wouldn't do something so bad. So despicable. Even the dog looking at him like, why would you do this? And you know what David said? I was hungry.
Alright.
No feelings. No respect. No emotions. This boy is not human. He continues to commit acts of terrorism throughout the rest of the book. And by the end
Oh,
of it,
it's
his
two
mom confronts him
legs.
for being a piece of shit. And so David says, "I'm sorry." And he's forgiven. That's it. That's all. That's the end of the book. You know, I'm noticing a pattern here. I'm noticing that no matter what this kid does, he's always gets the long end of the stick. He always wins. Even when he's wrong,
that was cute
you know,
as hell.
I'm noticing a pattern here. I'm noticing that no matter what this kid does, he's always
Super cute. Okay, so I'm excited because in December, my mom and I are getting a dog, and it's gonna be adorable. And I really hope it's an Australian Shepherd because that's my dream dog.
gets the long end of the stick. He always wins. Even when he's wrong, he wins. He's the greatest supervillain of all time. And he's like this in every book. Like, here's him cutting the line. Who do you think he is? Here's him spelling his name with doo-doo in the snow. What's wrong with you? And cursing in front of his mom? Kids aren't supposed to be cursing, dumbass. And then he says, well, Dad says it. Well, I might not know your daddy, but I don't think you should be repeating the words he says. And in almost all 8 books, he keeps up this behavior with no change. So it ain't even worth going over each book. I'm showing you what he does in each book right now in the screen. He doesn't change. This kid is a criminal, a lawbreaker, a swindler, a rogue good-for-nothing baddie. What? And what does he get for it? A Merry Christmas. Absolutely outrageous. This kid needs to be apprehended immediately. Because if we keep letting him get away with this, it will be too late. In conclusion...
Oh my god, there's something in my eye. Okay, now that's trippy. I can't. I don't like scary things. Oh, I feel like it's gonna trip me the heck out. Oh my gosh. What's going on? What's going on? Oh my gosh.
Dave!
I was about to say I feel a jump scare coming, but that wasn't that bad.
Jump and kick back, flip around and spin! And now...
Okay, bet. Alright, you want to see what the dog look like? Alright, I got you. Australian Shepherds. Cutest dog to ever exist, in my opinion. They are the apples of my eyes. Some people like pit bulls, some people like Great Danes. I love Australian Shepherds. Oh, look at that dog. Oh, look at that dog. So pretty. So pretty. I love how multicolored he is, how splotchy he is. Just makes me want to squish him. And they're so hyper, yo. One of my good friends has an Australian Shepherd, and I met the dog, and that dog has no chill. But that doesn't deter me whatsoever, because I know that this dog is, it's meant to be. It's just meant to be.